Holy crap. Alright, this is fucking weird. I can tell you guys, this is weird.
Yes, I'm still here.
You know what's the weird part? People can actually watch you out there.
Listen man, I'm in the beer museum. The weather is grim today. It's bloody cold. Ladies and gentlemen, you fear not, because today I'm gonna take you to the beer museum here in Qingdao. I'm walking in this street, in the beer street as they call it, and I can tell you it feels like little Europe, as they also nickname this area. And I understand why, because bloody hell, this feels like Europe. I stayed in England for a while. You get that feeling, that bricked sidewalks and cool architecture. It's pretty nice. I don't know who this dude is. I'm gonna meet people in that beer museum, and I asked for a guy to tell us what the hell is going on there. So she will, or he, I don't know. So they will explain to us everything about this beer. And yeah, you know, Qingdao is very famous for this beer. Do remember, the beer is spelled with a T. Qingdao City is spelled with a Q. I get a lot of comments in my comment section asking me about this. Why did the city name change? Because they all know the beer name, but not really the city name. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves into this beer museum and go check it out. I might over-test some beer today. This place is beautiful. So as I came into the door, I saw this cool system they are running here. Once again, this is one of China's cool technology systems. So as you come into the door, they have a big screen at the front desk where they can check your temperature. Have a look at this. Alright guys, so I just came into the front door. I am accompanied by Rita. She will be our guide. She's going to take us through this whole process and the museum. And I hope you guys can learn something from us today. Let's have a walk.
The building is a water factory.
Is that the
real?
So that's the real factory where
Yes.
all the Qingdao beer comes from?
Yes. And the museum divided in two parts.
Okay.
And part A.
Part A.
Yes, part A. Part B.
Alright, alright. Is it in part B where I taste the beer?
Yes.
Ah,
The fresh beer.
you see,
already.
that's going to be my favorite part. We're going to hang out there for a while.
And this building, it was office building for German directors at the beginning.
Oh really? Is this the original building?
Yes, original building.
Oh my word. How old is this building?
117.
100. Wow. Holy crap. Alright guys, as you heard, this is the original building we are going in. Let's go check it out. Oh, let's go check it out. Whoa, this is cool.
Here, the lighthouse on the island, it was old trademark of Qingdao Beer. This one. But today we changed it. It's Qingdao Beer, because this beer is a symbol of the city, so trademark of Qingdao Beer.
Ah,
The
right,
closer.
right, right.
Of the city, yes.
We can have some of that a little bit later, ladies and gentlemen. As we stand here, I've got a question for you. Was it only the Germans that owned Qingdao Beer, or Japan also owned it?
Japan and Japanese in the First World War.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, in 1903, Germany set the brewery,
Okay.
and 13 years later,
Yeah.
at the First World War, Japanese occupied Qingdao and bought the brewery in 1916.
Wow, you know your history.
Yes,
Here it is in Chinese, made in China, the best label in the world.
Before 1993, if you need beer, need the liquor coupon or letter from China government to buy beer.
Right, right.
Because everything is limited.
So how many can you get?
Many.
Oh. And this is original.
It's original, right? Every summer in Qingdao, there's a great festival. Yeah, International Qingdao Beer Festival in Qingdao.
Ah.
First, is 1991.
Oh, the first one was 1991, yeah?
Yes, first in 1991. So this year is 30th festival. In 1993, we established the Qingdao Beer Company Limited, and the first company to Hong Kong. And this is online in Shanghai, the stock market.
Is this currently now running?
Yes, it's now.
Are we doing good?
Yeah, of course you can keep going up.
Get yourself stock into Qingdao Beer right now, ladies and gentlemen. How many beer do you make per day?
Per day, over 2,000 kiloliters.
Oh my word.
2,000 tons.
I heard something where they say there's 12 cans every second in this factory. Is that true?
Yes.
Wow. 12 cans per second. That's insane. As you guys watch my videos, you know I'm a big fan of this. Have a look. I quickly want to show you guys this. So here we can have, you can actually put it in perspective how big Qingdao Beer really is. It's been exported to over 100 countries around the world. We just finished in building A, we're on our way to building B. So we learned a little bit about the history and more about Qingdao, where it's export to and all that kind of stuff. Let's go check out the machinery and how they actually produce and manufacture this beer.
The door is open, I could walk right in. Ooh, but it's so much harder than it sounds. I know it's closing if I just stand still. 'Cause you won't wait forever, so just hear me out. It is not like I don't want you, just scared to try. Even if the odds are in my favor, I just need more.
So here's an important thing. The reason the Germans chose Qingdao to brew their beer and started their beer is because of the mineral water you get here in Shandong province, Qingdao. It's called Laoshan mineral water. Pretty clever, I think. All right, guys, so listen, our guide Rita is going to explain to us how the whole process works. We've got like a busy board type of thing on the wall. I have no clue what's going on here, but she's going to let us know how they make these fantastic, awesome beer here in Qingdao, China.
All time to brew beer needs 2 to 3 months. And do you remember the 4 big parts from certification to brewing? The 4 big parts. Put the material inside it, barley malt, rice, hops, and water inside it. Boiling for 4 hours to make wort. Then we will cool down the wort to 10 degrees and fermentation with yeast in the big tanks. And fermentation need 25 days.
Wow.
So after fermentation is raw beer. We call it 原浆啤酒, raw beer, rich yeast inside it, and very fresh. We will filtration yeast. It looks very clear. And you know, in Qingdao, sometimes we use plastic bags with it. And then we will into the packaging line. There is a sterilization. After pasteurization is bottle beer. So I like call them 1 day beer, 1 week beer, 1 year beer. Very fresh juice.
So if you are planning on making beer, same quality as Qingdao, it doesn't look that easy. This is the second stage of the fermentation process. It goes into these barrels over here. And I just heard that if you want to finish one of these barrels, you drink 1 beer every day for 30 years. Then you can finish that barrel. Crazy, right? We've been walking for a while, but now I came to a stage where you all want to see me at. What we're going to do over here, that handsome gentleman over there is going to pour us a little bit of raw beer, as they call it. And Jerry is going to test that for you. I hope I don't get stuck here. Alright guys, how cool is this? You can come to this first testing station. So you get yourself a glass of raw beer. They even give you some peanuts with your beer. This is very traditional in China, Qingdao, that you have either seafood or peanuts with your Qingdao beer. However, I'm gonna drink raw beer, so let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, smooth,
clean, best taste I ever had in a very long time. And now it's time for bottoms up. I'll take my peanuts for a little bit later. As we go through this tour, I can tell you guys, this is a man heaven. If you want to be in a place where you feel happy and complete, get yourself into Qingdao Beer Museum. There's only one thing missing here, and that is Qingdao 60. So I call out Qingdao 60 to get yourself into Qingdao with your camera and come check out the Qingdao Beer Museum.
Okay, we can imagine we are in the beer tank.
We are in a beer tank. Let's get ourselves into a beer tank, guys. You even get the sound effects. How cool is that? Listen, how cool is that?
We are beer.
We are a beer right now, right?
Yes.
Whoa, guys, we are in one of these tanks. We just became one with beer. We are beer. Now, this is where it gets real. Here is the real factory of Qingdao Beer, ladies and gentlemen. So if you ever drink a beer, a Qingdao beer in the future, this is where it's most probably made and bottled and shipped to you.
This machine comes from Switzerland in 1993, and it can fill 2 tons of beer 1 minute.
2 tons of beer, 1 minute.
Yeah, it is not like I don't want you, just scared to try. Even if the odds are in my favor, I just need more time.
We are walking in a hallway where they display on the sides of the walls, both sides, all the countries they export the beer to. For example, if you look here on my left, you'll see the United States, you'll see the Netherlands, Switzerland. Pretty amazing to see what countries they actually export to. Some countries I never thought. Russia, Kazakhstan. Now that is interesting. They also buy Qingdao beer.
If you wait just a little bit longer, I will treat you right. Treat you right, yeah. Feels like I'm still bring me something right. Feels like I'm still bring me someone right. Soon as I saw you, I knew it's never right now. Right now. Someone like you wouldn't take that. I don't even try, even try. Soon as I saw you, I knew it's.
If you watched my Chang'an car factory video, remember I said inside these factories it's real sophisticated operating systems, and it's not like what the people think in the West, that it's slave labor and all that kind of nonsense. If you see at the back, there's a big LED screen which explains how the whole system works. It shows where the beer is shipped to inside this factory where real people work. This is state-of-the-art technology systems running right here. And as you can see, robot arms over there. It's time for me to go into the famous drunk house here in the Qingdao Museum. I'll be going in here. You guys can see me walk from this side to the other side. And apparently it's not that easy. So I'm gonna try it for the first time in my life. And listen, I promise, I only had 1 glass of raw beer. Let's get into this drunk house. Apparently, it's something special. Have a look. Holy crap. Alright, this is fucking weird. I can tell you guys, this is weird. You know, you know the Matrix? Look at this. Whoa! This is weird. Let's try get up there. Oh my god. So we can move this ball. It really feels like I'm drunk right now, to be kind of honest. Let's try and move this ball. As you can see, I'm moving back all the way to this side. And this freaks with your mind as well. Look at that. Do you know what's the weird part? Fuck it.
Do you know what's the weird part? People can actually watch you out there. On a camera. Holy smokes. Okay, that was interesting. That was really, really interesting. Do you like that house, Rita?
Yeah.
How many times have you been through that one?
But maybe every night.
Every day. I can imagine. All right, it looks like the beer tasting doesn't stop over here. We're gonna try a draft beer right now, and this actually looks like a real bar. They've got live entertainment, food, all sorts of stuff. Look at this. Oh, thank you, Rita.
And it's a gift.
Is this a gift?
Yes, it's a black beer for you.
Thank you so much. 谢谢. Let me try this.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly try this black beer. This is really, really good. So this is not raw beer anymore.
Yeah.
This is real beer as if it goes into production, into shops, right?
But this is draft black beer.
Draft black beer,
Yes, not in bottle.
right? Okay. So this makes it even more clean because it comes straight from the tap, ladies and gentlemen.
We will introduce the different type. Rita will introduce for you, and this is free for you.
Hey, thank you. So, what is your name?
My name is Jack.
Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you, once again, the people are so friendly in these museums and places in China. This guy just asked them that we have the chance to introduce all the kinds of beers they have on tap here today. So I want to thank you for that, and we're going to try all of this.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time I've been waiting for a very long time. I've been offered by the crew and the staff here at the Qingdao Museum. It's like a tray with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds of beers, and again some peanuts. And listen to me, they were so generous that they actually ordered a sausage for me for free, which you normally pay for. But these guys are so generous that they give it to me for free, so I'm gonna try that as well. But I think let's start with the beer, because that is why we're here, right? So on this side, Rita, can you tell me what beer is this?
And this is stout beer.
Is this a
Qingdao
stout beer?
beer?
Ladies and gentlemen, Qingdao stout beer. Let's try this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now before I drink every beer finish, I'm gonna test it first for you guys, I promise. And this one, Rita, what is this?
It's IPA.
It's an IPA, right?
Yeah, Indian Air.
Oh yeah, for all your IPA drinkers out there, this is the one for you. This is really good.
Yes.
This is really, really good. We're gonna choose a favorite one, and you in the comment sections down below is gonna tell me which one do you prefer. But I will tell you Jerry's decision. So the next one is?
The raw beer, you have drink.
Oh, we had this one before, and I'm gonna tell you guys, this is pretty damn nice, but let's try it. Super smooth. And this one?
But it's a wheat beer.
Wheat beer.
Yeah, and you will first smell it. And
Okay.
you first smell.
Alright, so we're first gonna smell this one. Ah, yeah, it's like a roasty. Oh yeah, let's try this one. Wow, okay. So far, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is my favorite so far. But let's go on.
And the Pearson beer.
Aha.
And Pearson beer and the wheat beer, no rice, you know, just barley.
So no rice in these beers. Let's try this one. It's got a fancy glass look to it, so it must be nice. Let's try this one. This is very much a beer tasty thing.
I'll tell you guys my favorite one right now. And the last one is?
As a draft beer.
So this is a normal draft beer.
Yeah, it's normal draft
Straight
beer.
from the tap. In the Qingdao Museum, right here in China. Oh my word. Alright. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. All these beers are amazing. I can see why this is one of the world's best beers and exported to 100 countries around the world, including Russia, America. I showed you guys a little bit earlier, Kazakhstan. All countries buy the beer from China. Now, my favorite beer by far, and this is going to be an odd pick, but my favorite beer is the wheat beer. For some other reason, it's got a more sweet taste to it for me.
This is wheat beer.
Is this the wheat beer? Well, what is this one?
Raw beer?
So my favorite beer is the wheat beer. And so by the way, after a few sips of this beer, I actually forgot which one is which. But this is definitely my favorite one out of all of them. It's called the wheat beer. Yes, I'm still here. Alright, time to down another beer. How about this one? I actually forgot what the guy told me. The names of the beer. At this stage it's just getting too much fun for me downing this amazing tasting, awesome brewed beer here in Qingdao City, China. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 beers left to down, so let's do this one.
I'll be on the next flight over there. That's what I do. I drink beer. Shopping at wet markets.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, Guilo 60 can't hear us. He's busy in a wet market now filming. So I will call him back later. And yeah, he will get himself into Qingdao to come have some beer with us. What a legend this guy is. Guilo 60 Weifang, get into Qingdao. I dare you guys.
The IPA, I left the IPA for last. I don't know for what reason, just because let's down this bad boy.
Welcome to Qingdao. Hit that subscribe and like button.